Today on my table, whiskey from Signatory Vintage. Actually, this is a quite special whiskey because this whiskey have been produced in the new Edradour Distillery, Edradour No.2. And this is an anniversary whiskey for 200 years of Edradour Distillery No.1. 7 years old Edradour whiskey from Signatory Vintage. Hello and welcome back. My name is Vlad, and in today's video I'm gonna be talking about whiskey from Edradour Distillery. Special edition, special release, 200 years of Edradour Distillery, and Andrew Symington decided to bottle the first ever whiskey from Edradour No.2. New distillery where he started producing the whiskey in 2018. And this is actually the first whiskey, 7 years old whiskey, bottled at 57.1% of ABV, 100 imperial proof. Quite special bottle. Label, beautiful, handwritings, lovely label. Obviously whiskey is unchill filtered, no color added, sherry cask matured. People probably was expecting that they can buy this whiskey, put on a shelf, and then sell it for much more on the auction, you know, flipping the stuff, things like that. But Andrew says, no, we're not gonna let them do it. We're gonna release enough bottles to have everyone enjoy, to let everyone enjoy the whiskey. I think that release was about 9,000 bottles. Aroma of this whiskey is just amazing, guys. Cloves and cinnamon, two main aromas. Very strong cinnamon aroma here. Obviously there is some dirtiness, there is that kind of slight Edradour funk, but it's not that noticeable as from the whiskey, in the whiskey from Edradour No.1. So the whole story behind the Edradour 2 distillery is quite amazing, because Andrew decided to extend production. He didn't want to just change the character of the whiskey. He didn't want to put the bigger stills in things like that. So he decided to make a exact copy of the Edradour distillery, because he had some empty buildings on site. So he just created the new distillery, just exact the same equipment, everything just exact the same as it was in the distillery No.1 have been installed to distillery No.2, and obviously he's able now to double the production if we're taking the both distilleries under consideration. And as far as I know, that's the plan for the Edradour distillery. He mentioned in the one of the interviews with Roy Duff from Aquavite channel, YouTube channel, he mentioned that when the whiskey from Edradour No.2 will reach the point of 10 years old, which is like in next 2 years, his plan is to just mix the both whiskies together and put them as a core range of the Edradour distillery. So In the next 2 years, probably we'll get the Edradour 10 years old, 46%, which gonna be a mixture of whiskies produced from the both distilleries. Smart. Such a lovely nose, such a lovely aroma. Beautiful dark fruits, dried fruits. That kind of, maybe not a diesel, but like a grease, like a oil engine things in here. Let's go for the palate. 57.1% of ABV, so you will get that kind of tingling sensation on your tongue. The alcohol will bite you slightly, but still sweet, rich, full, with that kind of cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, lovely spiciness, red fruits, dried fruits, chocolate, that kind of dirtiness, garage notes, that kind of funk. This Edradour funk is not that noticeable here as in the whiskies from Edradour Distillery as we know so far, but slightly there, some that kind of notes you can find here as well. If I would try this whiskey in a blind tasting, I would be struggle to recognize this as a Edradour whiskey, to be honest, but still beautiful stuff. There is kind of mint showing up as well with this spiciness, all these spices. When swallow, obviously there is like a slightly alcohol bite, the kind of spiciness coming up, and then the finish is long. It's beautiful, mouth coating. Again, cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, chocolate, dry fruits, dirtiness, engine oil. Lovely stuff. I do like Edradour whiskey, and in this case I also fell in love with this whiskey, to be honest, guys. Lovely stuff. If you ever try the new whiskey from Edradour No. 2, let me know in the comments down below. I'm very curious about your opinion on this one. And guys, in the meantime, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for your support, for your time, for your subscriptions, comments, likes, and all these beautiful things all around the YouTube. So guys, all the best. Cheers to you all. Slanjeva for your good health.